So this is Scooter, right? Scooter has no back legs. Scooter is 7 years old. Scooter came to my house many years ago when he was a tiny, tiny little kitten and had no back legs because he was born that way. And he came to my house, I thought, to die. I had a quiet house. He was just a mess. He's got no legs. And I looked at him and I thought, well, my house is quiet and this is just a place for him, so he can come here. That was 7 years ago. And he is awesome. Why? Because what I learned from Scooter is this. He doesn't know he has limits. I look at him. I know that cats are supposed to have 4 legs, and believe you me, it comes in handy, right? He doesn't know that. He's only ever just been exactly who he is, doing exactly what he does, and he does it perfectly for him. He's the perfect Scooter cat. So, Scooter is, for me, the in-your-face miracle of life. Doesn't matter what our scars are. Doesn't matter what our wounds are. Doesn't matter what's left of us after other people have taken pieces away. We can be who it is we want to be. You can be who it is you want to be. You can be anything. If Scooter can do it, you can do it. Because limitations are what people have told us. Our limitations are what people have told us we are. You know, they're about judgments. Other people look at Scooter and say, oh, he's got 2 legs. Should have put him down. How cruel of me. Well, you know what? I don't agree. Because Scooter doesn't know anything different, and he's having a blast. He's having a blast doing his thing. So, I don't know, I think he's a great way to, thinking about Scooter is a great way to think about the possibilities in your life. Stuff's happened, sure, but you are not that stuff. Just like Scooter's not the fact that he's got no legs. Scooter's more than that. And so are you. No. Isn't he awesome? He's an awesome little guy.
Somebody will tell you, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Those were things that ran through my head often. Who do you think you are? You know, and I struggled with that, and I had to really sit down one day and say, okay, who do I think I am? Not what have people told me, who do I think I am? I knew I was smart, I knew I was funny, I knew that I was a good person, I knew that I had a good family, I knew that I was a good friend, I knew that I had a good company running. Who did I think I was? And then I really, really thought about that. And I thought, I'm a person just like anybody else in this world who deserves to be loved, who deserves to have love in their life, to know that they are capable of receiving and giving that kind of love. And that was a really, really big step for me. That was a turning point in my life when I finally looked around and said, not who do you think you are, but who do you think you are? Who can you be in this world? Who do you want to be remembered as? What do you want to create? What kind of a life do you want to have? And it was big, big, big thinking, tiny, tiny, tiny little steps. Kind of like a waterfall or a river. You start out and the flow will go along and it will be very quiet and gentle. And then you'll hit a rock and you'll have to work around the rock or go under the rock or go over the rock. Or there's a dam in the way and you have to maybe get out and walk over. Or start taking the dam apart. Maybe the dam is all of those old feelings that you're not good enough. Well, take that out. That's gone. You're not good enough? Well, yes, you are good enough. You're stupid. You're not stupid. You've just been told that you're stupid. You're not pretty. That's not true. You're absolutely beautiful. Take that rock out. That's part of that dam that doesn't belong there anymore. Recreate, let the water flow through, and let it move down the stream. And that's the journey of what it is that you're doing.
You've got to take your personal attributes, your personal strength, your personal beauty, your personal grace, your whole emotional makeup, and then you say to yourself, Cheryl Ann, this is who I am. And once you're comfortable with who you are, then the work begins, because you're moving then with a very confident individual. You're moving yourself along. You're no longer looking for someone else to move you along.
One of the things that we suggest as coaches for people to do is to sit down, really think about what it is you want to do. And if you find that you're always getting stumbling blocks in your way, if you're finding every time you say, maybe as a kid you wanted to be a dancer, so you thought, oh, I want to be a dancer. And then you keep hearing that voice in your head, no, you can't be a dancer. Your feet are too big, or you're too tall, or you're too clumsy. One of the things that we do is say, listen to that, acknowledge that that's what that is. It's just a voice. It's not the truth. It's just a voice. And learn how to quiet that voice. And there's lots of ways to be able to do that. Meditation helps. Groups help. Learn from that, and then take that information and really explore it. Go back to when you were a little kid, what you wanted to do, and explore that. And then listen to the voice and say, I hear you, but I know that you're not the truth. You telling me that I can't do that is not the truth. And then take your little baby steps to be able to do that. You've taken the biggest step already by being where you are today, by being in the shelter, by fleeing that situation. And I want to really acknowledge that you've made that huge step, and everything else is in front of you from here on in.
Affirmations are a wonderful thing. I would get up in the morning and I would say, you know what? I am fabulous. I am great. And I know that sounds a little hokey sometimes, but the thing is that pretty soon my subconscious realized that I am a wonderful person, that I am worthy, that I am okay, and I am enough. And that will take you so far in your life. And not only through this transition, but through other things that are coming up for you. So not only did I surround myself with this supportive group of people, I was also building this wonderful relationship with myself, learning who I was. Because oftentimes when we're involved in relationships, especially in relationships that are not healthy for us, we lose that about ourselves. We just become who we think we're supposed to be, or who this other person wants us to be. And now it's time to find out who you are and who this powerhouse woman is inside you. And that's the person that's going to help you get through what you're going through.